Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be going over a checkpoint from our first pay period in August, and we are about halfway through this pay period, and I'm going to just check and see where we are with that. All right, here we go. I have pulled up our account online so that I can see things that have already come through. And I'm just going to go ahead and record these things. These are the expense trackers that I'm looking at. It will be food and gas. And I'll go ahead and get started with what we had budgeted. This amount is budgeted for the entire 2-week period. It includes things like drugstore, pet food, groceries, dine out, medicine, I already said drugstore, but you get the point. It's more than just the grocery store. And I've been kind of trying to figure out what is the good number that I should be using here. So we'll try this again. Last time I was kind of close. And I'm going to go ahead and write down things that I see in our account already. I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week. If you have children who are getting ready to go back to school, I'm sure there are some mixed feelings there because it's hard to go back to school. And I didn't tell you what I was abbreviating. That is dine out. Today, my helpers are LT, who is sleeping on a very tiny piece of the bed, the animal bed, and the 2 cats are also in here. And I'm going to try really hard to get a picture of this because it's when they all look so sweet and they all get along and everything is great. So I'll go ahead and try to put a picture up. As long as nobody comes to the door while I'm recording, maybe they'll all stay put long enough for me to take that picture. All right. This doesn't look too great because from what I'd budgeted, it would be about it would be exactly $325 per week in a 2-week period to cover groceries, dining out, animal food, cat litter, drugstore, all of that. So let's see where we are with this. At this point, we should have $325 left over because we're midway. We should have $325 left over. We do not. Let me go ahead and figure out how far off I am, and then I'm going to take a look at figuring out what's going on here. So I am, at this point, $52.65 off the mark. All right. And looking at the groceries, this is our weekly trip, and that seems reasonable. There are a lot of dine outs here, and 2 of them are kind of unusual. Well, very unusual. One was a time where we took our whole family out to dinner, and I think that one was, it was this one down here. And then the other one, this other one, $60.53. We have a neighbor that we picked up a meal for them while we were getting a meal. And so that's why we have some higher amounts this time. Anyway, that is how it is, right? So we'd have $272.35 for the rest of the pay period to take care of all of those things that we take care of with that budget item. For gas, I had budgeted $180 for 2 weeks for my husband and myself, so $90 for both of us, $45 a week. Let's see how we're doing with that. This week, I haven't had to go anywhere, really. And that's probably why mine is not very much to just kind of fill up. Because last week, if you remember, I nearly drained my entire gas tank and it was a lot larger number than that. So I haven't really gone anywhere. This kind of looks like my husband's weekly. But honestly, if it's going to be lower than that, I probably don't need to budget as much. All right. At the end of the midway point, we have 138.63 left in the budget for gas. And what we should have is 90. So I am $48.63 over what I budgeted. Again, it was a really odd week. I haven't really had to go anywhere at all. And that might explain why there's a savings this time. But we'll see how this goes. But I feel like we're in a good place with both of these because if for some reason, I have an extra $48 here and look how I'm off on this side. So this may help balance things out. That's all I have for this one. Thank you so much for coming in and spending a little bit of your day with me, and I'll see you in the next one.